Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes are in serious trouble. Over the past 2 days, 17 players have either decommitted or hit the transfer portal from Colorado. 17! That is almost a fourth of the entire Colorado Buffaloes current roster. What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a super blessed day, and there is major problems going on in the Colorado Buffaloes system. So guys, you are not going to want to miss out. We're going to be breaking down everything that just happened, and there were some big names that have recently hit the transfer portal and decommitted. So guys, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because we're gonna keep you up to date with all the craziness that's going on over there in Colorado, as well as leave this video a like and comment down below. What do you think is going on with Colorado right now? So over this past Saturday, the Colorado Buffaloes put on an absolute show during their spring game, putting together a phenomenal showcasing of how much that Colorado has improved since Deion Sanders has got there. We got to see Shedeur Sanders go out there and absolutely spin the ball all over the field. We got to see Travis Hunter make plays on both offense and defense. We got to see Dylan Edwards be a solid freshman at the running back position. And the star of the game, Montana Lamonius Craig, put his name on the map. But I guess that was actually the biggest problem, was Montana Lamonius Craig made too much of a name for himself during this game. Not even 24 hours after putting on the performance of his college career during the Colorado Buffaloes spring game, Montana Lamonius Craig almost out of nowhere hit the transfer portal. This sent shocks through the college football world because Montana Lamonius Craig was the name to remember coming out of the Colorado Buffaloes spring game. I mean, Montana was the Colorado Buffaloes' second leading receiver last year, catching 23 passes for 359 yards and 3 touchdowns. And now that he had a true quarterback in that backfield in Shedeur Sanders, that looked to be a match made in heaven, and Montana was looking to take another step up and look to be one of the better wide receivers in the Pac-12. Here's what Montana had to say after the spring game. He said, "I hope this letter finds you in good health and spirits. I'm writing to express my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to the entire University of Colorado community for the incredible opportunity I have had attending this esteemed institution in Boulder, Colorado. During the course of my time at the University of Colorado, I have been fortunate to cross paths with many remarkable individuals who have played a significant role in my journey. From the dedicated fans who have cheered the team on through victory and loss, to my fellow teammates who have become like family, to the hardworking support staff who have ensured my success both on and off the field, and to the coaches who have tirelessly mentored and guided me, I am truly grateful for each and every person who has contributed to my college experience. I am particularly thankful for the sincere people I have had the pleasure of meeting during my time at the University of Colorado. The warmth and kindness that I have experienced from the faculty, staff, and fellow students has made my time here truly special. The sense of community and camaraderie that permeates this campus has been a source of inspiration and motivation for me. I am appreciative to have been a part of such a supportive environment. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to my family for their unwavering support along my journey. Your encouragement, sacrifices, and love have been a constant source of strength for me, and I am forever grateful for your presence in my life. Your belief in my abilities and your constant support has been instrumental in the pursuit of my dreams, and I am honored to have you by my side. I am proud to have been a part of this community. Again, I want to thank the University of Colorado for my college experience. Truly unforgettable." Now, there was a lot of confusion after Montana hit the transfer portal because people were just wondering, did you just go out there and just show out during the spring game? You know, keep your intentions of hitting the transfer portal very quiet so that you can go out there, get as many touches as you can. I mean, he went out there and just put on a show. He went out there and showed that he is a very capable wide receiver. And if you go on his Twitter profile, he's got offers from a ton of schools that would love to have his talents there. But it did make you think, like, why so soon? Why was it immediately after this spring game that he immediately went and hit the transfer portal? I mean, he was looking to be one of the Colorado Buffaloes' top receivers heading into this next season. However, I want to bring you back to the original clip that Coach Prime set when he stepped onto the Colorado Buffaloes campus. He said, "I'm bringing some bags with me, and they're Louis. So if you feel uncomfortable, hit the transfer portal." He was not shy about going in there and shaking things up. Don't get me wrong, the Colorado Buffaloes were trash. They needed a huge overhaul of talent. However, remember, Coach Prime stepped on a lot of people and players' toes when he got to Boulder, Colorado. And now it looks like some of those words might be coming to bite him in the butt. Like I said at the beginning of the video, after Montana Lamonius Craig hit the transfer portal, 16 more players hit the transfer portal right behind him. The most notable of which being, of course, Montana Lamonius Craig that, like I said, had 23 catches for 359 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Buffalo's leading receiver last year, Jordan Tyson, who had 22 catches for 470 yards and 4 touchdowns. Tyron Taylor, who had 26 tackles and 1 interception and 2 pass breakups. Devin Grant, who had 14 tackles last season. And Jason Oliver, who had 11 tackles for the Buffaloes last year. Also, the Colorado Buffaloes' #1 recruit in their 2024 class, 4-star athlete Jawan Johnson, also decommitted from the Colorado Buffaloes. Now, this is some major news, and Coach Prime has a lot of questions to answer. When you have this many players hit the transfer portal at the same time, it doesn't look good. It looks like there's a lot of internal strife and a lot of internal arguing in the Colorado Buffaloes system. Normally, when you see players hit the transfer portal, you might see 2 or 3 players go here, another 2 or 3 players go there. But to see 17 players all leave over the matter of 48 hours, it's not looking good for Coach Prime in the Colorado Buffaloes. And of those 17 players that are no longer Colorado Buffaloes, 5 of them either decommitted or hit the transfer portal at the wide receiver position, 2 of them being the Colorado Buffaloes' leading receivers from last year. Now, we should all know that Coach Prime loves to throw the ball. You saw what he did at Jackson State. He's bringing his son Shador up to the D1 ranking, and he's going to need wide receivers to throw to. So losing the team's starting and best wide receivers of last year that's a big loss. Losing Jawan Johnson, who would be coming in this next season, is a huge loss. Now, we're going to get into some of the names that he's bringing in this year, but you cannot underestimate that he's lost a lot of talent at the wide receiver position. Now, Coach Prime may have had 3 wide receivers hit the transfer portal and 2 decommit from Colorado. However, in 2023, Coach Prime brought in 9 wide receivers to the Colorado Buffaloes wide receiver room. Some of the most notable being bringing over Jimmy Horn Jr. and Xavier Weaver from USF, and then bringing in Isaiah Hardage, Jordan Onuve, Asad Wasim, Jacob Page, Omarion Miller, and Adam Hopkins in the class of 2023. Now, something that Coach Prime was saying a lot during the Colorado Buffaloes spring game was that a lot of freshmen were going to be starting day 1 for the Colorado Buffaloes, and almost the entire Colorado Buffaloes recruiting class did not early enroll. A lot of them just signed their letters of intent, but they're still finishing up high school. So they haven't even gotten onto the Colorado Buffaloes campus yet. So there's going to be a lot of catch up for the Buffaloes to do. And the last thing that you need when you're a young team and you're heavily dependent on this incoming recruiting class, the last thing that you can have is all of your depth of upperclassmen hit the transfer portal. In my opinion, this is a huge showing on Coach Prime. Don't get me wrong. There's one thing to try and weed out a lot of that losing mentality and, turning over bad players for better players. I understand doing all of that to get a program up and running. But there's also a point where you need to make friends and you need to have players on your team. Again, almost a fourth of the entire Colorado Buffaloes team hit the transfer portal. That cannot be understated. A fourth. I know that they brought in a ridiculous amount of talent. They had the #1 transfer portal class in 2023, and they brought in a ton of freshmen. I understand that they replaced a lot of that talent. However, they don't know that playbook. Coach Prime is having to teach everybody and get everybody up to speed. This is his first time doing it at the D1 level. He's proven that he can do it in high school. He's proven that he can do it at the FCS level. Now he's having to prove if he can do it at the D1 level. All I'm saying is that it is not a good look when this many players hit the transfer portal. And it's not like players have not been hitting the transfer portal already. As soon as Coach Prime had his meeting of, again, the very infamous, I'm bringing my luggage here, and it's Louis. As soon as he had that very infamous team meeting, a ton of players hit the transfer portal that day. I believe 7 or 8 Colorado Buffalo players hit the transfer portal as soon as that meeting was over with. And then to have, I would say, well over a quarter of the Colorado Buffaloes team from last season has transferred out. Now, you can look at that as you know, Coach Prime said he needed to bring in more talent. Colorado needed to get better, so that's what he's doing. There's that one camp. There's another camp that's saying he's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, and some of those players actually Coach Prime could have used and would have actually helped the team out a lot. But because he is doing things his way and it's his way or the highway, a lot of those players are hitting the highway. So I want to hear from y'all. There's a lot of news that just came out of Boulder, Colorado here over the last 72 to 48 hours. Like, there's been just a lot going on. We saw Shedeur Sanders ball out, Travis Hunter ball out, a lot of the freshmen and a lot of guys that we were expecting to see at the Colorado spring game, they balled out. And then immediately after that, it was just a large influx of players hitting the transfer portal. So I want to hear what y'all have to think, because after seeing all of this news, I personally, I don't know what to think. My gut reaction is saying that a lot of people are going to overblow this, me included, but I think that the news is going to be a little bit overblown. Coach Prime brought in a ridiculous amount of talent in this past recruiting class. Now, I do think that if he is not able to recruit at the same level as he did in 2023, in 2024, then he's going to be in deep waters, very, very deep waters. And he cannot have any of the players from this 2023 class start hitting the transfer portal. None of the players that hit the transfer portal were from this 2023 recruiting class. All of them were already at Colorado. Obviously, all of them were already at Colorado. So he is getting rid of a lot of that old roster. However, if he starts losing some of these players, if he loses Cormani McClain, if he loses Dylan Edwards, if he loses some of these top freshmen that he brought in 2023 and does not recruit at the same level in 2024, and some of those 2024 recruits start decommitting, then we might have a serious problem on our hands. But I want to hear from y'all. To me, Montana Lamonius Craig, him hitting the transfer portal, that's big news. Losing your top recruit in 2024 in Juwan Johnson, that's another big loss. There's a lot going on. Where there's smoke, is there always fire? Comment down below. But I love and appreciate all y'all. I definitely want to get to lighten that comment section up on fire. I need to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this. Be sure to leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep you up to date with all the craziness that's going on over here in Boulder, Colorado, and with Coach Prime. So hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications. We will keep you up to date, up to the minute with all this craziness that's going on. I love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.